Okay guys, this is Adrie Theron, Kekrel VTuber, and I am back to watching stuff for Final Fantasy XIV Fan Fest, Las Vegas 2023. And the next event should be starting soon. Should be on the right thing this time. I'm on the Twitch Live site. So my assumption is that I won't be late this time. So coming up, we have a Realm Revisited, and it's supposed to be from 1 to 2 PDT time. Presenters are Aya Montoya and Danielle Graft. Oh, is it started? Is it started? I'm also eating lo mein, by the way, so if you see my VTube model act kind of funny, that's why. Who wants to bet they're going to be selling gold statues of all those meteor things there?
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the show. We are back with our very first panel of the day. I am extremely proud to introduce my community team who has worked hard to cram as many memes as possible into this presentation as they can.
Yes.
We're trying to rival
All the
these
memes.
old presentations. We'll see if we can beat Kate's tomorrow. It's a good meme ratio, I think. So
good
without
meme
further
ratio.
ado, let me welcome to the stage two of the community team members. Please help me welcome Aya Montoya and Danielle Graft.
Aya. Okay. Oh, look at their Lopritz outfit. So cute.
All right, take it away. Enjoy the show.
Thank you, Matt.
Yay!
So, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the Fan Festival stage here in Las Vegas.
Okay, there. It's getting a little bit clearer, but I'm okay.
Off of Dawn Trail, I feel like Final Fantasy XIV players have been eating well today. And I know it's lunchtime, so.
Very well, very well.
All right, so before we kick things off, I'm going to introduce myself one more time. My name is Aya, also known as Seeker, and joining me is my illustrious co-host,
Danielle or Okiomi. We're happy to have you here today.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I recognize them from the community events now. Okay. I know who these are.
So we're actually going to go ahead and get things started by introducing other members of the community team. So this is our team. It comprises of 5 amazing members. You just saw Matt Bayonne Hilton, Anthony Caraway, aka Zexos, and then myself, Okiomi, and of course Sam or Voltanine.
Yeah,
amazing members.
Very
super
amazing.
cute.
But our team works on a lot of different tasks here today, so we're going to go over those.
Man, they've all been there a while.
The NA community team's tasks include, but are not limited to, reading the official forums, researching player feedback, sweepstakes contests, community live streams, and
They actually read the forums, guys. Who would have thought?
Yeah, and actually, Matt asked us this during, or he told us this during our interviews. He was just like, we wear a lot of different hats, and
a lot.
Quite a few hats indeed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we could jump into things now, shall we?
We are going to jump right in things today, so we have a fun little game up for you all. We learned about what lies ahead.
But do you remember what came before?
No.
Do you, is the question. We're going to play a really quick game here today.
I'm going to be so bad at this.
Came first. We're going to start with an easy one, though, because, you know, we got to give you a freebie. Maybe. Did the 7th Umbral Calamity come first? And for those of you who might not know, that is Final Fantasy XIV 1.0 or A Realm Reborn.
Oh, I wonder what it is. I wonder what it is. Hey!
Okay. I heard like 1B, so.
I mean, maybe this is kind of an easy one, but you essentially get the point, yes?
Yeah. So if you guessed A, because I heard the majority of you did, then you would be correct. Final Fantasy XIV 1.0 released. The game included a compelling story, some pretty cool graphics, but maybe not as good as the ones you saw today being revealed. Sid, because what Final Fantasy would be without Sid? I mean,
it's weird seeing him without his beard.
Really weird.
I still love how Sid's pretty young.
We also had
he looks like an old man.
Because, you know, you need that as well. And I mean, illuminating calamity overhead. Some of you might remember.
I didn't play 1.0. I so wish I had, man.
Oh, sorry. Yes. So yes, a realm before. You might recognize these flower pots. Does anybody recognize it? Can I see some hands in the chat?
Oh, I see some
Nope.
hands.
The audience. Ooh, wow. But yes, these flower pots were the equivalent of a player character. All the polygons in these barrels. Isn't that amazing?
Jeez. Oh my god.
But yes, Final Fantasy XIV 1.0 was released on September 30th, 2010. Then, as we all know, the 7th Umbral Calamity took place, and A Realm Reborn was released on August 27, 2013.
But all
So I guess
good
we
things
don't
must come to
include
an end at some
1.0 in
point.
the 10-year
So here we
anniversary.
are in A Realm Reborn. Are we ready to go? Are you ready? Did you get your fill? Are you ready to come? Because we're going to play this a lot.
Yep, here it comes. So to start with A Realm Reborn, which was first? Was it Revenant's Toll Construction or Purchasable Fantasia?
Oh,
A or B?
I heard some
go with
purchasable
A.
Fantasia. That would be my guess, too.
Really?
I think so,
Fantasia?
yeah. I mean, how many times have we switched characters?
True. But
My
if
guess
you
is,
chose
A.
you would be correct.
Yes,
Yay!
you would. Reverend's Toll Construction actually came in patch 2.1, so that's pretty close in a realm. Pretty early
Sweet. I
in A
got
Realm
it.
Reborn.
I
Yeah.
got it.
Yes, and there is
Okay.
no more returning to the Waking Sands, as this place served as the Scion's base eventually.
Hey, Heather.
We also built this city on Reverend's Toll. I mean, have you all turned in some tombstones to Rowena lately?
Yeah, I didn't
I'm
get
pretty
to
sure
see
that
this,
funded Reverend's
and
Toll.
All right, we have
because
some
it happened
amazing
after
screenshots
before I
from-
played the game,
Yeah, so
and
for
like
those
the
of you
quests
who
make
may
a
not have
whole
been
lot
around
more
at that
sense
time, well,
if you played it through originally than
Reverend's
they do
Toll
now.
actually began as a small camp. This is in 1.0 right now.
Yeah.
But the small little camp, eventually, in A Realm Reborn, became a bustling hub for players. Their glamours.
Oh, this is so
Their
cool.
mounts,
Now,
too.
yeah, we still do that.
I remember that. So I hope anyone else there remembers that too. And I mean, also, that construction just continued over time, over
Yeah.
patches, which is really
Wow.
cool to see for those who were around. Or if you weren't, now here on stage.
Yeah, and it was amazing because during this time of like Revenant's Toll being built, there were amazing cameos by like Ruby Carbuncle,
Ruby, who could forget Ruby?
and also the debut of
What?
the NPC hanging on to dear life on a building.
He
Yeah.
moved around quite a few during that construction.
Yeah.
But this all led to what Reverend's Toll is today. So we have a little video for you.
Oh, it's a Starbird. Still don't have that sucker.
All right. Yes. But yeah.
But we have to go over the other one now.
yes.
We went over Reverend's Toll. We have to go over the purchasable Fantasia. I heard a lot of people guessing that, but it actually came in 2.4.
Yep. And you can use this to change your character appearance or your patron deity to Nofika or Nafika.
your patron
How do you
deity.
guys say it? How do you say it, Okiomi?
Don't ask me how to pronounce something because I will not. I would say Nofika.
Okay,
Nofika?
I say Nafika.
Nofika.
Okay, well,
But not only that, we're like 99% sure this is our most popular item on the store, but
There are some
we don't know
hardcore
for sure.
Fantasia addicts. I could
I feel
believe
like
it.
it was replaced by something like momentarily, but then it still reigns supreme.
Maybe it will
Yeah.
get replaced by the new FanFest items.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
But next up, we have a new question for you all. Could you guess which came first? The Wolfston or I seem to
Have misplaced my keyboard.
I'm gonna guess B.
It's
I have
quite the
no
auto
idea.
translate. What do you all think? PvP? Yeah. What is that? What is that name? What is it? What are they called?
Fresh meat?
Fresh
Huh.
meat?
Let's look into that, shall we?
Yep. If you guessed Wolfden, you would have been correct. It was patch 2.1.
Oh,
so
no, I missed
that was
it.
actually around when Reverend's Toll was getting construction as well.
Yes, and the Fold was the first instance PvP arena, which was awesome.
Oh,
Yeah, and not only that, but all character names were displayed as fresh meat. So if you were around back then, you may have had your character name changed
I
just
like
for
that.
a little bit.
I like that. That was
Get
cute.
that
I
hype.
kind of wish they had kept that.
Yeah, and from PvP, there was a lot of amazing content that first came, and I think we actually had a screenshot of the Fold when it was first introduced.
The Fold,
right?
we do. It was a circular arena. Who's been in the Fold?
I have
I
not.
see a lot of hands.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay, okay.
Yeah?
And we actually
I
got
haven't
some
done Feast
amazing
either, I don't think. Or maybe I
rewards
tried
for
it once and was
PvP.
like, nope.
Still getting updated and stuff as well, but I feel like this is probably one of the most hyped sets.
I use the Scholar set a lot.
I use the Monk set a lot.
The
for
Monk
sure.
set? I'm a deer. What are you?
I am a Hawk.
A hawk.
It's cool. It's
They're-
amazing.
They're best friends.
But yeah, speaking of PvP, we have the Crystalline Conflict Tournament Finals happening tomorrow, so don't miss it.
It's
All
going to
right.
be a blast tomorrow.
Yeah.
But we have to go over the other. So
Yes.
I seem to have misplaced my keyboard. This is quite an interesting one. It arrived in patch 2.35.
Yes.
But how did we get here? Like, how did we get here?
I don't know. How do you suddenly lose a keyboard? You tell me. But yes, the Japanese version is actually I'm not using a keyboard. And there's
Oh.
also we're chewing the fat.
Yeah, quite the auto-translate. Who has used auto-translate? What's your favorite one? I use thank you a
Google.
lot. Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. But I mean, if you have the auto-translate, we could maybe, you want to try?
Yeah, so this is pretty much a simulation of how a conversation using auto-translate would go. I'm ready. Are you?
I am.
I seem to have misplaced my keyboard. Huh? Do you need any help? Okay. That's pretty funny. We're chewing the fat. What in the world?
So as you can see, we could pretty much have a conversation, a whole conversation using auto-translate. But now, let's move on, shall we?
Yep. We have to ask.
Which came first? Yes, the Glamour
Okay.
Prisms or the Manderville,
Interval
Dance?
dance. Oh.
Let's hear it. Is it A or B?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know about this one.
B. I heard a lot of B, but I also
heard a lot
A
of
over
A.
here. See,
I'm
I
gonna go
heard
with
A over
B.
here,
I
but
think it took
B.
them a
Can we hear
while
that
to get
again?
glamour prisms, if I remember correctly.
Oh, I heard
I feel like
A
I've
that
heard like
time.
people I
Well,
know who have played the game for a long
if
time
you said
complain
A or
about
B,
that.
you would technically be right because they both came around the
tricked
same
you,
time.
sorry.
Yeah, this is the only time we're gonna do that to you, so
Ah,
promise it won't
trickery.
happen again.
Glamour
Trickery!
Prisms actually came in patch 2.2 alongside the Manderville Dance, but we can talk about Glamour Prisms a little because who doesn't want to talk about Glamour Prisms?
Yes, and this was added with the glamour system, and as a lot of people know,
You know, it is the true end game. I'm sorry, but we're going to have this debate right now. Yeah, I hear that.
yeah,
Ooh.
there used to be a ton of specific types and grades of glamour prisms for specific types of gear, and they are. Hold on, let me see if I can get this properly going.
The
They
true end game.
include alchemy, armor craft, cloth craft, smithing, goldsmithing, leatherworking, and woodworking.
Oh my god, those
That's
are awful.
A lot. And not only that, but there were grades
1 through 5.
1 through 5. How
That's
many
awful.
inventory
That's
spaces are we
so
up at
much
now?
inventory space.
We're not going to talk about that.
But yeah, you might be wondering, why can't I hold all these prisms? But this was actually changed later on in patch 4.2 when it became a singular glamour prism for all your glamoring needs.
Is
Except
it-
when you dispel them. That's still another one, yeah.
It did. But since we tricked you earlier, I'm sorry that, like I said earlier, that was the only time. We definitely have to go over the Manderville dance, which arrived at the same time. This is my favorite dance emote. Is it yours?
Yes.
It is.
Among the favorites.
Among your favorites, what are the other ones that we have?
I mean, some of the other ones were the first ones, such as step dance, harvest dance, and ball dance.
What's the audience's favorite?
Oh, I heard a bee's knees.
I would, oh, you know, we
I
didn't
heard
have
bee's
bees knees,
knees.
but that's a good one. Oh, I heard Manderville too.
Oh, okay, okay.
But we actually have a little throwback for you all to see both the glamours and the dances
Ooh.
of
Dances.
around
Glamour is life, guys. Glamour is life. 0024 Teen S collections. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is so cute. Oh. Cute. Super
good.
cute.
It was a fun time to be in. I mean, it's a fun time now, but it was a fun time back then too.
Yeah.
There was a lot of NPCs there.
Yeah, a lot. And wearing their first initial outfits, actually, too. It was nice.
Yes. So, with all good things, like 1.0, A Realm Reborn has come to a conclusion. But
And now we're going to the critically acclaimed Heaven's Ward.
Heavensward. So it's good we got you all. You know, if you knew A Realm Reborn, well, now we're going to quiz you on Heavensword and see how you do.
Yay!
so,
Yeah, it still wasn't
obviously
playing when
we're
this
gonna
came
ask the
out. I
question,
didn't play it till Shadowbringers,
Which
pretty much.
came first?
Skybear?
What's Skybear?
What
Does
is
anyone
Skybear?
remember Skybear? Raise.
No.
Oh, okay. I see hands. Okay.
Okay.
And then there's also the sprout icon. So between these two, which came first? Skybear or the sprout icon? A or B?
I heard a lot of A, but I also heard like one rogue B over there. But I mean, it's the
Sure,
Sprout
let's go
icon,
with the
right? Like,
Skybear.
yeah,
Let's
it's
trust the
early.
crowd
How did
who's
that
played the
come
game
in
longer than me.
Heavensward and not in A Realm Reborn, or
Right?
even 1.0.
What the fuck is a Skybear?
But
To show Skybear, you must first learn of Skybear.
Before many adventurers had taken to the skies, one polar bear discovered he could fly. What in the world? Always flying in our hearts.
We always remember, always flying in our hearts.
forever.
But if you did guess Skybear, you would be correct. That actually arrived at 3.0. For those of you who were around, you might have saw Skybear, but it was a majestic beast roaming through the skies in early Heavensward. And to see
Screenshot
the
by
bear,
Cyrus
you
Wallace.
must fly like
Sperry
the
must
bear.
fly like the bear.
But
Okay.
unfortunately, it vanished in June 25, 2015. I think this was like a week after Heavensward was launched.
Only a week.
Oh man, they
So
should have left it in,
short-lived.
man.
Yeah.
We loved Skybear, though. Can we get a round of applause for Skybear, please? Right? Yeah. I love Skybear. But we also have the Sprout icon. Now, I would have thought this came first, right? Like, it's
Yeah.
the Sprout icon. It's the lifeblood of Final Fantasy XIV. We had
Ah,
the
the
Sprout
Sprout
icon come in patch
icon.
3.2, so that was
So when does
quite a
Mentor
time after
icon
Skybear,
come?
but at least the
Indeed.
patch.
Yep. And this actually came over to new novice adventures.
Yeah.
And only after patch 3.2.
Yeah. And it also bestowed a source of comfort for beginners.
Yeah, until it fell off, right?
Yeah, I mean, like,
Aw.
all things must come to an end at some point.
All right,
But-
what do we have next, Danielle?
We do. We need to ask a new question. Which came first?
Sloppy.
How do
The
you say it? I
Aquapolus.
say sloppy.
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 The
Or the
Aquapolus.
Aquapolus. Treasure map fiends. Who's in here with treasure maps? Yes.
I feel like, wasn't Sloppy
Okay, A or
part of
B?
the story?
Oh, I heard both. That was like a mix. That was like A, B.
A, B.
I mean, but
It
the
was one together.
Aquapolis.
But if you guessed B, you would be correct. The
Oh,
Aquapolis,
really?
yes, treasure maps arrived in patch 3.3. We actually had treasure maps before, but the Aquapolis, you know,
It was our first treasure hunt dungeon.
the first treasure hunt dungeon. And then there's always the debate: do we go left or do we go right?
Or
Right? I heard right. Which way?
oh my gosh, falls balls. Just pick one, please. All right, and well, the next one I feel like it could
Sloppy.
speak for himself. Oh my goodness.
Patch
That's 3.5.
3.5 was
Oh, yeah.
sloppy.
Okay, that makes sense, actually.
Yes. Or, you know, you might remember some other key lines like,
For Alamigo!
Yeah.
or,
I'll tear you limb from limb.
yep,
But I feel like sloppy was definitely the most prominent line among those, right?
Yes.
yes, it was. Sloppy.
Anytime I would get
Alright,
this
what
with
do we have
friends, they would be like,
next?
sloppy.
So which came first? Group pose or active time maneuver? Ooh.
Oh.
A or B, ladies and gents?
Time maneuver. I think that first
Ooh,
started up
B.
in
I'm
the
not hearing
raids.
a lot of confident answers.
Yeah, I don't hear any confident. What is it again?
Ooh,
A?
okay.
Sounds
was
like
a
most of
good-
the
that was
crowd's going A. Let's go A, because I have no
I
idea.
like it, I like it.
Yep, I heard A.
How long have
so
we
if
had
you
G
guessed A, that
poses?
would be correct. It's group pose.
Yeah.
Yes. This is the
Yeah.
other true end game if it's not glamour, so we have to clarify that.
True, it's like the DLC to the end game.
It is.
I
yes,
feel
it is
like
arriving patch
glamour and
3.1.
G pose go together. Like,
Yes,
if you
and
like glamour,
actually,
you like G pose.
screenshots
If you like
used
G
to
pose, you
require
like
being in
glamour.
the right place at the right time, but not anymore.
Yep, now you can get those picture perfect moments just on a whim by adjusting a few little settings. But we also, with the group pose, had some community contests come in. If you want to see them. I think this
Ooh,
was
yeah.
Seeker.
Did they remove all the ones with mods?
You got to work on?
That is true. This is one of them. This was during the Do Even / Pose Showdown. It was awesome. I loved it. It was amazing. And these are a few of the screenshots that we had submitted at the time, which were
Okay, these are old
Yeah,
screenshots, not
players
the current
really got into
contest.
it. I mean, look.
so good, so
I
organized.
want to try. You want to try?
Sure. This way,
Yes. Well, no, this way.
this way.
Yes, that
There you go.
But I mean, we got to have the cake too, the food.
Yes. Ooh.
Oh, that's
We
adorable.
run these community contests from every now and then, so please
How
look
did they
forward
do
to the
that?
next one.
Yeah, you get some amazing prizes if you join. So please make sure to keep an eye out for them.
But we also had, I heard some people who had guessed before active time maneuver. Yeah, well, this one came in patch 3.3.
Yes. It was essentially like, I feel like the first time this came out, it was like, how long can you stay on the cruise chaser?
Yeah,
it was
that's
kinda
what I
like a
was
funny
thinking
game
of
of chicken. Like,
too.
are you gonna press it or am I gonna press
No,
it?
People
you
still
have to
mess
stay
it
on till
up.
you get ejected. Like, and I mean, I played Scholar during this era. I feel like my raid group was always yelling at me to not put my fairy right in the middle where you click because you would be gone and not be able to click on it.
Yep.
But this also came with Alexander, the Heart of the Creator. So I mean, maybe forward and back. And forward
and back.
But this was towards our end, and that has concluded.
And
Heaven's
now,
Sword.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're going to be going
Stormblood.
into
What are
the
we going
new
in?
addition to the free trial,
The new addition to the free trial.
Stormblood.
Who's hyped for Stormblood quizzes?
All
Ooh, wait,
right.
I think
Yeah.
I think Heaven's Sword was higher. Do we have more Heaven's Sword fans? Can we get some Stormblood?
Yeah, let's hear it one more
I
time.
feel like in
Stormblood.
general, usually people like Heaven's Word more than Stormblood.
All right, so with this, I have to ask you, which came first? Fun Size Bahamut or Asahi in your face?
Ooh. Which is it, A or B? Who's a Bahamut fan?
Oh,
A,
not
okay.
me.
And then who's an Asahi fan? Yeah, I
All
thought
right.
so. We might need to move on.
That was like complete
Oh,
silence.
man.
That was amazing. All right, but yeah.
I have no idea.
As everybody in the audience knows,
A?
Fun Size Bahamut was indeed first.
Sweet, I
Yes,
guess then I
Fun
got
Size
it
Bahamut
right.
came at 4.1, so very quick within that Stormblood patch.
Yes, taking up a chunk of your real estate on your monitor since 2017.
We heard the complaints, okay? We know. We read the forms.
Yes, definitely.
But you got to now choose with your pet size or Bahamut size.
Yeah, pet size actually came in Endwalker, and that command was combined into that. So
Who plays with the small Bahamut? Small
Me.
Bahamut? Medium
Me.
Bahamut?
If I play
Oh, I see,
Summoner,
like,
it's gonna be
two.
small,
Okay, big
and I turn everyone else's
I'm
to
a big
small, cause
Yeah.
yeah,
I like
can't
the big
see.
Bahamut too.
Yes.
What do you play with?
small.
Small Bahamut.
Excuse me.
Okay. You have to have the big Bahamut.
If I'm feeling dangerous, then I'll switch it to large.
Yeah.
All right. And speaking of danger,
Very danger.
yeah.
Asahi in your face. This actually arrived in patch 4.2. I think this was a pretty iconic thing most will remember.
Yes, and it was Asahi's attempt to unnerve us.
Unnerve us. I don't know about that. Depending on the race you played, we might have been a little too busy laughing.
Yeah, he was kind of accommodating, don't you think? Let me go ahead into further explanation about that. So there have been times where you see him like this. If you happen to be a Hira Mikote or Ao Ra,
Okay.
or
Oh,
you
no.
know, if you were one of the
Oh, no.
taller warriors of light. And of course, if you were a Lalafell.
Oh no!
I didn't get the Lalafell experience. I just got the Makote.
Yeah, I didn't know this. I think I was a Highlander at the time, so he was like looking at me in
This
the
was
face.
pretty great for the Lalafell.
Yeah, it really was. So good.
Yeah.
So accommodating, this here Asahi, don't you think? All right. Well,
But now we have the next question for y'all. So are you ready? Which came first? Is Pazuzu up? Is Pazuzu? Can someone tell me if it's up?
Pazuzu
then
or
we have
Omega?
chicken tenders. Or
What?
you know,
Why is that
I'm gonna guess
labeled as
Pazuzu.
well, some might know them as Omega.
oh, true.
Which do you think came first? Is Pazuzu up? A, or chicken tenders?
No.
No?
I
No
feel like
chicken?
they're convinced that it's A.
Everyone knows.
Yes,
Yeah.
and they would be correct.
You would be very correct. Yeah, give yourself a round of applause. There was like no B's on that one. Yeah. Everyone must have played Eureka. So, Is Pazuzu Up came with patch 4.25. Yep.
Yes, and players had to essentially work together to make sure they could spawn Pazuzu, actually.
Oh god,
They
yeah.
made sure that all
I wasn't
the
playing
conditions- that was
Eureka
really
when it
fun
was
to watch, too, as a
current,
community,
but I
trying to
heard it was
figure
a
out every
bitch.
single Fate's spawn condition.
Yeah, I think they were like defeating shadow rates, which only spawn at night, and then during Gale's weather, right?
Yeah. So one more good time for good measure. Can someone please tell me, is Pazuzu up? It's up.
People still
Okay, I
meme
need
about
to go
that,
with
like
another
in Baz
instance.
show all the time. They're
Not
asking about
here.
Pazuzu.
It's just not here.
All right. But yeah.
It's already dead. No. I need my feather.
Yeah, me too. Another instance.
But we need to go over the thing that everyone knew because this is so iconic. Chicken tenders.
Oh,
Chicken
my
tenders
goodness.
arrived in patch 4.4 or Omega, you know, if you know.
Yes, and you know, this isn't our first rodeo with misheard lyrics, is it?
It's not, yeah.
Does anybody remember like the chaos of Panto Crater, especially if you raided during this time? I think it's in the Omega Protocol also. Fun time.
It is, but I mean, who could forget?
Oh, also, can you tell your starboards from your larboards?
What is it, starboard? Okay, but I'm the tank now, and I'm calling.
Larboard is
starboard
left,
to
starboard is
left.
right.
No, you're right.
I feel like no matter what, I got hit. Did you get hit? Did you get hit? All
Which
right.
is it? I don't know.
Yeah, but that's pretty much there, and oh my goodness.
Memories.
All right.
So now we have which was first. Now I know Aya loves this.
Oh yes, I love this. So which came first, The Great Hunt, starring Rathalos from Monster Hunter, or Duty Actions?
Ooh. B. I heard an A though too.
I heard like a C somewhere. What?
A C? Who
Where'd that
called
come
C?
from? All right. Is it because you carve in Monster Hunter? Let's
That
go
would
ahead and check it out.
probably-
What is it, A?
All right. But
But
yes.
if you guessed B, you would be correct. Duty Actions came in patch 4.0. I think
Oh,
this
with
one's pretty
Lakshmi?
memorable. At least it's very memorable for me.
Yes.
Yep. It was first introduced as a resisting the primal Lakshmi.
Oh, yep.
Yeah,
I
and it
should have
was
known that. I
actually
should have known
used
that.
in various other content ever since,
a lot
such
of them.
as repelling giant fists and charging up a shield in the battle with Omega and using the Omega Jammer as a shield.
Yeah, Chicken
or
Fingers came
you
back.
know, blasting enemies to bits for materials that they with the Aetheromatic Augur.
Quick, the bun's got a gun.
Or wielding heavenly shields and swords in the battle against Agrius in the Orbone Monastery.
Yeah.
Oh, I hated
remember
that.
one.
But yes,
I
actually,
hated
within
that. I
the
hate
duty
Orbal
actions,
Monastery. It's so not
Monster
fun.
Hunter, the Monster Hunter collaboration
Better now.
was
There
also
was. There
called.
were
Oh,
duty
Monster
actions.
Hunter.
The
That
Great
Rathlow's
Hunt, which
mount's
arrived
so
on patch
cool.
4.36, but you all knew that because you knew that it came first or last.
Awesome. And yeah, this was a collaboration with Monster Hunter World, and it was amazing because it also involved Monster Hunter based mechanics like Mega Potion duty actions, mounting acting time maneuvers, and Rathalos specific attacks without telegraphs.
Without telegraphs, I might need some help.
Kind of reminds me
Can
of
you
a
please carry me through
coin
Rathalos?
counter situation.
Just a little bit. But also, there were some unique rewards for players to obtain,
Oh,
which
yeah.
was really cool.
Yeah.
You wanna see some? For
definitely. But before we do, let's actually go over some of the cool things that were introduced in this collaboration. This was actually the first permanent
man.
collaboration duty that was
Who's
introduced.
gonna
was
go
so
do Rathalos
evil.
now? If you haven't done it, it's still in the game. You can
God,
get
I've done
these
it 50
items.
times,
You could see that
guys.
this
Never
involved
again.
A special duty introduction screen, and then also the fearsome Rathalos.
Terrifying.
And yeah, these were some of the cool things that you could get from this. They were Monster Hunter inspired, which were really, really awesome. Or you could also just get this.
Meat.
Yeah,
The fresh
indoors
meat?
and outdoors fresh meat.
Indoors and outdoors. That's so cool.
Yeah, and also the Palico minion came
Palico.
in
Oh,
this
yeah.
collab
And there was
also.
some armor.
Be sure to collect that if you haven't already.
Did you mention the
All
armor?
right.
And with that, we actually have
And what about the
concluded
mount?
Stormblood, but I think you all knew that. So I feel like we have a lot of people who have played since Stormblood because they were on point.
Yeah, definitely on point.
But that means we get to go into Shadowbringers. One brings shadow, one brings light.
Danielle, we need to move on now. All right, so which was first in this situation? Was it the
Lahi?
or the reimagined primals? Was it A or B, audience?
A?
A?
All right.
A, 'cause that's
everybody-
part of the
I think
story,
we have
right?
a lot of players here and fans who have started in probably the Heavensward range because they have been very good.
Yes.
But if
I
you guessed
started,
A,
like, I
then
think
you
around
would be
6.4.
correct. It actually arrived right in Shadowbringers.
As Shadowbringers
entered
is when I really
the
started
Rock Team
playing.
Gatewood.
Or not 6.4,
And,
5.4?
you were greeted
5.4.
by Elahi when you entered this area, along with the little scree, you know.
Screet. Just a little bit, yeah.
It was so good.
It was really cool because this was adopted into a rockin' greeting, meaning wake up,
Yeah.
wake up.
And of course, who could forget this memorable performance by our sound director, Masayoshi
Shall we take
a look?
Hagen. Yes.
Oh,
This
yes,
was from
they
the
could show
2021
it.
Fan Festival, right?
Yes.
Let's take a look.
ミュージックスタートなひ止められるような止められるような止められるようなあひ止められるような止めら
Are they going to zoom on Keiko? Oh, man, they should showed the zoom in on Keiko.
Another round of applause for Soken. Very memorable.
Yes, and you can actually watch the rest of that performance on the 2021 Fan Festival website. So if
Yes.
you want to check it out. Yep.
But we have to go over the one that you all knew didn't come first, the reimagined primals arriving in patch 5.05 in the Eden Raid series.
Do you remember when we had this dialogue option? It was like, with my memories to guide the summoning, what could possibly go wrong?
What could go wrong, but I think we might want to...
Yeah, let's show you.
I love Titan fight. It was so good. Ramu. I like Titan better still. Ramu was pretty good. Didn't like that one. Didn't like Effer and Garuda. It was annoying. Shiva, pretty kick-ass.
No.
I think that sound clip might be
Slightly,
embedded in our hearts
yes.
forever.
My goodness.
Yeah. I don't know what happened. We just kind of misremembered what these primals looked like in our
Yeah,
imagination.
Exactly. Why did Leviathan have 2 heads? That was like my biggest, like, wondering. All right. But yeah, let's move on, shall we?
Yes.
Please. So, what came first? The trust system or big fat tacos?
Big fat tacos, A?
Trust system, right?
Ooh, I heard like A, B, A, B. It was like a back and forth.
Didn't Trust System come out with the game when Shadowbringers came out? Could I be wrong?
Very indecisive.
All right. So, why don't we just show the answer, yes?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought
The
it
trust
came
system
with
arrived
it.
in patch 5.0. So right at the start, it was a great addition.
Yes, indeed. And this actually, it was pretty much main scenario duties with NPC allies. And
Yep, and you could also see your companions in their element. So you had Urianger deleting enemies, or you had very trigger-happy Alice A.
indeed. But yeah, so has this ever happened to you, this instance before, where you see a blue AoE and your limit break bar is full and you're wondering, what's that blue AoE on the floor? And then you suddenly hear this line.
Let's give them a show.
Or if it was another bar of limit break and then you suddenly hear something along the lines of,
There'll be nothing left of you but a smoking crater.
My limit break bar just got depleted.
yes. Oh, Alize, never change.
It's
Yeah,
all good.
but we have,
It's better for
you know, we
DPS
went over
anyway.
Before. This was very undecisive, but Big Fat Tacos or Ruby Weapon came in patch 5.2.
How about those tacos with Grahatia in that dawn?
Yeah.
Grahatia.
Maybe we have a new Big Fat Taco.
I love
rival.
watching him
Yeah,
eat.
Maybe we need like a mashup of Ruby Weapon and Graha.
I love watching him
They
do
both
anything,
have a
actually.
red aspect to them, so I feel
There
like,
you go.
yeah. But yes, the misheard lyrics strike again, truly. But yeah, there was actually some debate. Was it like big fat tacos, beef soft tacos, or I heard big fat hot dogs like once or
What
twice.
does the audience say? See, I heard the beef ones.
I heard the soft ones.
There was like the rogue hot dog in the
I have to
back.
pay attention next time I do this trial.
So
I'm going to
good.
be doing it next
Yeah,
Thursday
and,
on Blue
like
Mage.
our-
So I'm about to
our
listen
dear
for this. 'Cause I have no
community
idea what they're
member,
talking about.
Voltine, he likes to say, I am never having lobster again.
No.
You might remember Nail Darnus in this fight as well.
My goodness, who could forget that smile? And you know what was funny is that when me and Voltanine arrived here in Vegas, there was a random lobster plush just sitting in the parking lot.
It was Ruby
just
Weapon.
chilling.
It
yeah.
was waiting for you.
Maybe. I don't know. It was like a sign or something.
But with that, we have to ask the next question. Which was first? Oh, I hear a mix.
Yes. Oh my
Number
goodness.
2 type
Oh,
B
no.
leggings or red comet.
Oh,
A? Is there a B?
B.
B?
I think it's a
Oh,
B.
they're all over there.
okay.
I think
All
Boja
the Red
started
Comet fans are over.
before.
But yeah, let's go ahead and
The
see
leggings,
what
I
came first,
think.
shall we?
Yes.
Oh, no. I was
It
wrong.
was number 2 type B leggings arriving in
Oh.
patch 5.18.
And this was in collaboration with Yorha Dark Apocalypse for Near Automata.
Yeah, there was some insane demand for these crates. If you were around at this time, you probably spent weeks farming because you kept rolling a 1, and then
Yeah.
you'd roll like a 98, and someone would
Get a
hit you with
99.
I feel that pain.
Yes, I feel like there was like a week when this first came out. You got it your first try.
Makes
I
your
bet
butt
for me,
bigger.
It took
It's
like
great.
a whole entire week. Worst. But you know, I eventually got it. And you want to know the best thing about the 2B leggings?
What?
It could be worn by all.
Everyone can
good.
wear them. Who wears this glamour? Because we're like pretty sure this is the #1 worn glamour.
Pretty sure.
There's
Raise your-
no
I
one who's
actually
wearing
don't
type
use
2
it.
leggings.
Even though it
Raise
makes
your
your
hands.
butt
I'll
bigger,
use
I
this.
don't like the leggings
Oh,
part.
I feel
Oh, I
like
see a few
lot
now.
of
If it was just a
Okay.
bikini, I'd be all over it,
Okay.
but
Yeah. I feel like a lot of you who are keeping your hands down, you're lying. Okay. But actually, last but certainly not least, we have. Oh, okay. Okay, all right.
Sorry.
And then, okay, all right. Sorry about that. We have Red Comet.
Who remembers Red Comet?
I do. It's evil.
Yeah,
I
Red
know
Comet
Life
arrived in
Boja a
patch
whole lot.
5.35. This was in the Boja Southern Front, I actually believe.
Yes, and it actually came through with the critical engagement, the hunt for Red Chalktober.
The hunt for Red Chalktober.
So many AoEs.
Very,
So many vulnerability stacks.
a lot of AoEs. But, you know, this might not be the first time that we've seen the Red Choco. We also saw them,
Nope,
if you
the
remember,
Alliance raid.
Evilise quest line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We kinda
Which is
had, like, a
connected to
ramp up
Boja.
those Red Chocobos.
Yeah, they destroyed us then, and they destroyed us during this time as well. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that just about wrapped things up because we are here at
Yeah,
Endwalker.
Red Chalktober, I would just like not do it. I got to the point where I was just like,
since we're
nope,
still
I'm good.
going through our adventures in Endwalker, this brings us to the end of our little game. So we thank you all so much in the
Oh, really?
audience,
That
or if
it?
you're watching at home, for joining us down this trip on memory lane. And if you're eager to hear more about this expansion, we hope you'll tune into the next stage event, a developer panel with Natsuko Ishikawa about Endwalker's story, beginning from the end, the annotated Endwalker.
It's going to be a good one. Make sure you stick around.
Yeah. Also, watch Duty Commence. What? Oh.
Please watch Duty Commence.
Well, thank you so much. Let's give one more round of applause for Aya and Danielle.
Yay! Yay!
And as Danielle mentioned, please do watch Duty Commenced. If you enjoyed the memery here on display, they do get up to a lot of fun on the show as well. So please make sure you tune in.
I do really like watching
And
Duty
as
Commenced.
they mentioned, up next in about 20-ish minutes, we will have our next panel. So make sure you
Oh man,
get
only
a
20 minutes.
snack,
Shoot.
go to the bathroom if you need to. It's going to be a 2-hour, our first
Oh,
ever,
it's gonna be
I
a
think,
long one.
2-hour development panel. And just again, another reminder, and I will remind you again, there are huge Endwalker spoilers. So I'm sure everyone in here is totally caught up. Someone's on the free trial. I'm sorry. Please make sure you plug your Loperet ears. All right, one more round of applause for our two panelists. Thank you so much. And we'll see you back here at 2 p.m.
Okay, that's it for that. 20-minute break. See you guys later.